Hello, Mendes Guardians. I hope you all are fine and having a very safe and sound life. Here in my channel, I will try to remember all the videos and easy and interesting stuff for your better understanding and interest. You can suggest me any topic you want to learn in the comment section. I will try my best to help you. Alright, my dear guardians, so let's get started from a very interesting topic about vitamins, their classes, and their sources. I know it's very difficult to remember all the chemical names, sources, and diseases due to deficiencies, but I hope you will better understand after this video. There will be a self assessment test at the end so that you can judge your place better. So, first of all, we will understand what are vitamins and why they are important in our life. As we can see that vitamins are organic compounds, they are non-caloric and they cannot be synthesized in our body. Yes, they cannot be synthesized in our body. We have to take them from our daily food or by supplementation. So, what vitamins basically do? This is an important question. They shore up our bones, heal our wounds, boost our immunity, repair our cellular energy, and many other things. Have you ever imagined what will happen to us without these vitamins? If no, then let me tell you their importance in our daily life. There are total 13 vitamins in our body. They are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin C, and vitamin B complex, which contain 9 vitamins, which are vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12. Their names are quite interesting, and their chemical names are interesting too. Don't worry. There are two basic types of vitamins. One are water soluble vitamins while others are fat soluble vitamins. So we will talk about water soluble vitamins later and fat soluble vitamins first. There are only 4 vitamins: vitamin A or retinol, retinal or retinoic acid, vitamin D or cholecalciferol or ergocalciferol, vitamin K or phylloquinone or menaquinone, or vitamin E, which is known as tocopherols. So, there is an interesting fact about vitamin D that it has 2 types. If vitamin D2, then we can call it cholecalciferol, and if it's vitamin D3, we can call it ergocalciferol. So let's come to water soluble vitamins now. Water soluble vitamins are of 2 types. One is vitamin B complex or B family, while other is non-B complex or the one whose name don't have B in their names. So non-B complex has only one vitamin, which is vitamin C or ascorbic acid. So let's come to B complex or B family, whose name gets mixed and many students gets difficulty in naming them. Just remember one mnemonic sentence for whole B family, that the Ronaldo and Paulo played biomedical football club. You all know Ronaldo and many people love him, and you all know well that he is a football player. So see this sentence carefully. TH of the means B1 or thiamine. Same like this, R or Ronaldo means riboflavin or vitamin B2. And still we see that N of and means niacin, which is vitamin B3, and Paulo, PA of Paulo, means pantothenic acid or vitamin B5. And in this sentence we made next P, which means the pyridoxine or vitamin B6, while bio of biomedical means biotin or vitamin B7. Here you can see FO means folic acid, which is vitamin B9, and C of club means cobalamine, which is vitamin B12. You saw how from one sentence we remembered chemical names of whole B family. Now we will study about some features of water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins cannot stored into our body except vitamin B6 and vitamin B12, which means that we have to take them daily in our food. While fat soluble vitamins have ability to store in our body, which means that they have storehouses for them in our body, and we can store them in our liver and adipose tissues. Usually, fat soluble vitamins can have overconsumption or overdose, which lead to hypervitaminosis because they are already stored in our body through previous sources, but we are taking them again by supplementations. Hypervitaminosis usually don't happen due to food. So, we see that water soluble vitamins don't have hypervitaminosis, but fat soluble vitamins can have hypervitaminosis, which means that hyper means over or extra, while vitaminosis means amount of vitamins. So hypervitaminosis cannot be happen due to overdose from the food, but it is usually happen due to the supplements we usually eat. So now we will talk about each vitamin, its daily requirement in male, in female, and their functions and sources. So let's talk about vitamin A first, which is also known as retinol, retinal, or retinoic acid. Its daily requirement in male is 900 microgram, while in females it's 700 microgram. What are the basic functions of vitamin A? These are formation of skin, hair, mucous membranes. It helps to see in dim light. It helps in the formation of bones and teeth and their growth. So sources of vitamin A are yellow or orange fruits and vegetables, green leafy vegetables, liver, and all dairy products. So let's talk about vitamin D, which are two types, cholecalciferol and ergocalciferol in case of vitamin D2 and vitamin D3. So its daily amount in female and male is equal, which is 5 microgram. What vitamin D basically do is it aids in bones and teeth formation. It helps to maintain our heart and central nervous system. So vitamin D is basically found in fortified milk, in sunlight, in fish, egg, and butter. So sunlight is the basic source of vitamin D if you want to get it free. So talk about vitamin E. It has two names, tocopherols or tocotrienols. Its amount is also same in males and females, which is 15 milligram. So make sure that it's milligram, not microgram. There's a difference between milligram and microgram. So what vitamin E basically do is it protects our blood cells, blood tissues, and essential fatty acids from harmful destruction. So vitamin E is found in fortified multigrain cereals and nuts and wheat and green leafy vegetables and vegetable oils. Vitamin K is a very important vitamin. Its name is phylloquinone and menaquinone. Its amount in male is 120 microgram, while in females it's 90 microgram. You can see that all four vitamins, only vitamin E is in milligrams, while all vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin K are in micrograms. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting and all the functions relating blood cells. Vitamin K is found in green leafy vegetables, fruits, dairy products, and grains. So these all were fat soluble vitamins. Now we will talk about water soluble vitamins, and they are vitamin C and B complex, and we know that in B complex we have 9 vitamins. So let's talk about first member of B complex, which is vitamin B1 or thiamine. Its amount in males is 1.2 milligram, while in females it's 1.1 milligram. It helps in body to release energy from carbohydrates during metabolism, growth and muscle tone. They are found in fortified cereals, oatmeal, grains, rice, pasta and liver. So, if we talk about the second member, which is vitamin B2 or riboflavin, its amount in males is 1.3 milligram, while in females it's same like vitamin B1, which is 1.1 milligram. So it helps to body release energy from proteins, fats, carbohydrates during metabolism. Vitamin B2 is found in whole grains, green leafy vegetables, organ meats, milk, and eggs. Vitamin B6 or pyridoxine has the same amount in males and in females, which is 1.3 milligram each. It helps to build tissues and aids in metabolism of proteins. So it's found in fish, poultry, banana, prunes, dried beans, whole grains and avocado. Vitamin B12 or cobalamin is a very important vitamin in our body because it is a hemopoietic vitamin. Hemopoietic means it helps in the development of our blood cells. Its amount is same in males and in females, which is 2.4 microgram each. Make sure it's microgram, not milligram. It aids in the help cell development, functions of nervous system, metabolism of fats and proteins. It's found in meat, milk products and seafoods. Vitamin B7 or biotin has also the same amount in males and in females, which is 30 microgram each. It is involved in metabolism of proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Vitamin B7 is found in cereals, grain products, yeast, legumes and liver. Let's talk about vitamin B9 or folic acid. It is also very important vitamin. It is also hemopoietic vitamin like vitamin B12. Its amount is also same in males and females, which is 400 microgram each. It aids in genetic material development and red cell production. Red cell production means hemopoietic. So vitamin B9 is found in green leafy vegetable, organ meat, dried peas, beans and lentils. Vitamin B3 or niacin is found in 16 milligram in males while 14 milligram in females. It is involved in protein, carbohydrates and fat metabolism. It's found in meat, poultry, fish, enriched cereals, peanuts, potatoes, dairy products, and eggs. Vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid has the same amount 5 milligram each in males and females. It helps to release energy from fats and carbohydrates. It is found in lean meats, whole grains, legumes, vegetables, fruits, and all such things. Vitamin C or ascorbic acid is only the water soluble vitamin which don't have B in his name. So ascorbic acid is found in 90 milligram in males while in females it's 75 milligram. It's essential for structure of bones, cartilage, muscles and blood vessels. It helps to maintain gums and capillaries. It aids in absorption of iron, which is very important function of vitamin C. It's found in citrus fruits, berries, vegetables, especially peppers. So let's look at vitamin deficiencies. There are many diseases associated with vitamins deficiencies. So let's have a look on deficiencies of other vitamins than vitamin B family. To remember that Remember our word KEDAC, K-E-D-A-C. It will tell about vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin A, and vitamin C. And now we will make a sentence. He steals rickshaw at night, dark sky. Let's see how it goes for KEDAC, KEDAC. Let's study vitamin K and sentence he. He is for hemorrhage. And then if we come to E, which is the second alphabet in the KEDAC, so E is for sterility. Sterility is for the STE. STE of steals is same like sterility. So vitamin D, we can see the third letter, which is RICK from the rickshaw, is same like RICK of the rickets. If we go with vitamin A, it's night blindness, and the word night shows the night blindness for vitamin A. We had studied in vitamin A that it is used to see during the dim light. So dim light is in the night. So C is for scurvy, and scurvy can we say from the sky, sky and scurvy. So he steals rickshaw at night, dark sky is hemorrhage, sterility, rickets, night blindness, and scurvy for vitamins K, vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin A, and vitamin C respectively. Now let's move towards the deficiency of vitamin B family. It is a little bit difficult because of so many names, but let's have a try. For these deficiencies, make one sentence that is, Barry cracks floor playing with Papan. Let's suppose Barry and Papan are friends playing together and crack the floor. So for first vitamin, which is vitamin B1, it has berry. Berry is for the first word from the sentence for the beriberi disease. Beriberi has two types, dry and wet beriberi. B2 causes cracked lips. B2, which is for the cracked lips, and we can take cracked word from the sentence cracks. And vitamin B3 deficiency causes pellagra, from play to pellagra. Then vitamin B5 with PA, it causes paresthesia or acne, is also caused by vitamin B5. And for this we have PA from the sentence. For B6 and B9 both causes anemia. For the A and we can take word from PA and AN. So anemia for the vitamin B6 is microcytic anemia, and for the vitamin B9 it's macrocytic anemia. So that's easy it is to remember all vitamin names and their main deficiency diseases. I hope you know better understand about vitamins. If you remember all the sentences about Ronaldo and Barry and Papan playing game, vitamin study will also become easy for you. If you probably remember this video for a couple of times, it will be printed in your minds. So stay tuned and keep watching this channel for such an interesting and amazing medical stuff. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. See you in next video. Till then, keep smiling. Thank you.